Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're playing some HBS BattleTech from 2018, continuing the adventures of Cedric. And I apologize, we had some technical difficulties last night. My second monitor is no longer with us, so we are doing this old school. Alright, yeah, it would help if I had... There we go. Alright, so, yeah, a little behind the scenes there for you. Yes, I do have chat, it's just down here now, instead of over here where it usually is. We are continuing our campaign. Yes, I guess we were 121 days in, so yeah, Argo in hand was the last thing I remember having. How's the audio? Is the audio coming through okay? Okay, cool. Can you hear the game as well? That was supposed to be coming through. I don't have like my bars up or anything because, again, I'm down to one screen, so OBS is running in the background on this screen instead of where I can see it. Alright, so we were 18 weeks and 3 days in. Cool. Morale is looking alright. Financial report just passed. We've got 1.7 million in the bank. Let me just double check that everyone's got their XP spent.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, Glitch could get piloting or tactics. Dang, I don't even remember who was driving what last time. Let's see. Yeah, I should probably refresh myself on the mechs first. Also, the Shadowhawk did take some dings and dents. It's gonna take 3 days to fix. And the Centurion, I don't remember the Centurion getting dented. Why do we have that little... Oh, it got damaged. $0 days, $0, or C-bills. Wait, why is the Centurion not... Yeah, I don't need that. Back out of that. Oh, that's right, because the Centurion was just in storage. It was a gift from when we got the Argo. So we have now another medium that we can load out in place of, say, the Spider. I'm guessing the Spider is actually kind of useful just for the sheer speed of it. Would I want to replace the Blackjack or the Vindicator with the Centurion that we have to invest time and money and weapons and armor into? I don't know if we really do. If I replace anything, it's gonna be the Spider, just because that's a 20-ton upgrade. Yeah, let's see what we can do with this guy. It is pretty good in the stock format. 5 days to install an LRM-10, jeez. Is there a button for strip max? Okay, I know it's got an autocannon 10, I think, normally, which we do not have one of, but perhaps we could use a laser instead. It's gonna put our heat efficiency right down. We still have 12 tons. We also need ammo. How much ammo do we want to bring? I'm thinking 2 tons should do it for one launcher. And then how many heat sinks have we got? We have 3 heat sinks, so less than stellar. One there, one there, one there, and we're already up to 17 days. 17 days just to put in a large laser, an LRM-10, ammo, and heat sinks. That's kind of a commitment, and we still have 7 tons free. Yeah, I don't think that we're gonna be able to invest in this right this second. The Shadowhawk's already gonna be 3 days. Although we don't have any contracts here, we're gonna have to travel. And we're gonna have to travel, it looks like, to Detroit. That's a 22-day trip. Alright, so yeah, we can actually... Oh, wrong click. We can actually spend 17 days fixing this thing up, and that'll be fine. Alright, so we had large laser, we had LRM-10, I mean, we could go 20 LRMs. Maybe another medium? No, there's only 2 slots there. So we've got a ballistic hardpoint, another missile hardpoint. Let's go ahead and do what we had before with the LRM ammo and the heat sinks that we have. Alright, that gives us 2 tons to play with. Maybe some jump jets. Make it a 464. Call a plumber to unclog your heatsink. I mean, we should be able to buy some, right? Show jump jets. Check store. Equipment. Heat bank for 176. That gives us maximum overheat and overheat threshold. But it doesn't say that it actually reduces heat per turn, so that's just higher red line. That's not actually right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and buy, I guess, 2 of those, because we're gonna need them sooner or later, I'm sure. Alright, so we've got a large laser, medium laser, 2 LRM-10s for 5 extra heat sinks, 2 tons of ammo, 24 days, so it'll be a little bit of a wait when we get there, but then we'll have at least 2 missions lined up for before the next report. Yeah, let's go ahead and rock that, see what it looks like.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Alright, and then I guess that's under Command Center, not Leopard. So we've got, that one's 500,000, that one's 200,000. Let's start with the lower one, and then we'll save the bigger one for second. So 2.9, 2.11. It's gonna hurt our relationship with the local pirate organization, but it helps us with the Magistracy of Canopus. 2917. Yeah, I want that second salvage pick. Alright, and zooming right along. In the morning briefing, Young jumps right in. Commander, the Leopard is too small. The mech techs keep tripping over everything. Chief, we've talked about this, Darius says in exasperation. We can't exactly knock down any walls. Samira inserts herself. What if we moved some supplies into other parts of the Leopard? The bunks, the kitchen, hell, I'll even store some boxes in the cockpit if it'll help. Yeah, if I had some breathing room for a week, I could reorganize and make room for everything to move back. Fill every last corner with mech supplies. We get 3 tech points at the cost of 1 morale. Alright. Emotions get heated over the following week. Decker gets particularly upset when he trips over a unexpected box of tools. Yeah, I've been in that situation. Alright, and continuing on. 7 days left on the Centurion. I wish there was like a slider to control how fast the days go, because it does seem really fast. I'd like a more medium speed, just like motor pool. Yeah. I've also worked on a boat a few times, and space is at a premium there too. Storage in the benches under your seat when you're in the mess hall, things like that. All right, so I thought it was 22 days to Detroit and 24 days to fix the Centurion. So I don't know how that happened. The last cup of coffee. I've seen this one before. Take it for myself is gonna hurt morale, I'm sure. Split it, you guys. They're both in high spirits now? Okay. Better outcome than I had expected. Yeah, motor pool was also really crowded and cramped. A lot of places I've worked have been very crowded and cramped with too much equipment. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll put the spider in the back for now. We'll try out this Centurion. Medusa has, what was it again? Sure-footing and bulwark, so very defensive, which is cool because it actually has more armor than either the Blackjack or the Vindicator. Let's see, Decker has multi-target. I've got bulwark and sure-footing as well. And then Glitch has multi-target and it looks like bulwark. So yeah, very much spec'd out in a particular way. Total tonnage 195. Bunch of mediums. Got a good mix of long and short range weaponry, I feel like. Yes, the initiative trick. Going last and then first. Alright. Hold down Alt to view all possible movement spots. Oh yes, I do need to have the keyboard handy for this.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, we're in the area where the pirates were spotted. Move up and make contact. Let's see what sort of trap it is. Oh, at least we know it's a trap.
Anything like this before.
Okay, so what was it? Alt, it just said? Well, that doesn't really change too much. So objective is over here. Alright, well, if we know it's a trap, at least we're marsh. 50% stability damage. Okay. Oh, stability damage reduction in a marsh. That's interesting.
Coordinates received.
Come on, there we go. Alright.
Engaging jump jets.
Silent. Also jump. Medium laser spam. I should probably get Decker out in front because he's got the shortest range. Marsh is good, yeah. That's right, Centurion does not have jump jets, so...
Waiting for orders.
Thank you. Yes, that's where we're trying to go.
Confirmed.
Rough ground bad for mechs, marsh good, yeah. Alright. So still no eyes on. Alright, let's
I hear ya.
try and get Decker out in front, at least.
Affirmative.
Because most of his firepower is very much short range with those 4 medium lasers. The Dugram. Maybe here. Should be able to see.
Don't need to tell me
something.
twice.
Blackjack. PBC and the medium lasers, and of course the Centurion with the LRMs. Maybe over here. Try to spread out a little bit and get some. Okay. Well, if this is a trap, it doesn't seem like a very good one so far. Alright.
Commander.
Decker in the lead.
Up high.
Alright, now we've got something. What have we got? Unknown mech. Won't even tell us the weight yet. And it looks like none of this is actually forest over here. 4 evasion and
You betcha.
damage reduction works for me.
Engaging jump jets.
Trap, maybe they were expecting a convoy, not a lance. Good guess. I'm gonna say that's likely. Alright, so we've got a left flank and a right flank right now. Let's hope they advance up the middle and then we can...
Commander. You've got hostile
Yeah,
contacts.
hostile contacts, yeah, I saw them. Entering combat. Alright. Well, it looks like we're... Oh, they're round 2. Does that mean they're heavies? I think that means they're heavies. We'll let them come to us. Oh, a vehicle. Okay.
Orders.
We have LRMs. And it looks like a relatively clear line of sight, not too evasive. Oh, not what I meant to do.
Yep.
What is it? Oh, that's right, you don't jump. Who's this? Glitch. Alright.
What can I do for you?
Glitch also does not jump anymore, so I've got my non-jumpers over here where I kind of want someone being able to jump. But that's a pretty good range. We've got plenty of armor. And there's 3 tanks and a mech. Okay, maybe this trap is a little better than I had anticipated. They've got 2 scorpions and some unknowns. 70 and 80. Yeah, we'll blast this one real quick. Oh, damage, dead. Cool.
You like that?
Alright, and a striker. Let's have RMs and SRMs, I think. So 4s and 2s. Nothing too bad, nothing major yet. That was...
Commander.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's see if we can get another kill. These LRMs. We got 75 and 60, 85 and 85. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the easy shot. That crew died literally staring down 2 tow missiles. Yeah. Alright, 85, 85. He's got half armor. This should be nice. Yep. Honestly, it kind of feels like a little waste of ammo. I'm glad the ammo is free in this game. Unlike Mega Mech. It always kind of trips me out that in Mega Mech the ammo bins are free, but you pay for the shots, and in this game you pay for the ammo bin but not the shots. So,
Ready for orders.
I guess it is what it is. So we've got large laser and 4 mediums, PPC and 3 mediums. And we've got still unknown. He has not shown himself yet. These are our jumpers. So, highly evasive into the woods. Be very hard to hit and hurt. And I thought I had LOS on him, but I guess not. Alright, well, gonna brace in the blackjack.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. So I guess 4 evasion is the most we're gonna get, and we're not near any woods. I kind of want to try to reinforce this flank over here.
Firing jump jet.
Yeah, I think that's the best move. It kind of separates the blackjack from the rest of the group, but alright, we've got eyes on Scorpion over here, but he's well out of range. And we've got, ooh, a catapult. Really wish I'd been able to get the PPC on him too, but we'll hold off on one of the lasers just to keep our heat from getting too out of hand.
Engaging target.
Oh, he's only got a quarter of the armor too, so. Oh, that's his leg, and a heat sink down.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
We can do this! Let's go!
Alright, so that's gonna be a Panther. Alright, not too big of a threat, I'd say, before taking a PPC to the face. Wish you would have taken all the loot now. I mean, it would have been 2 more random pieces of loot. And it would have cost us over 50,000 C-bills, I think. So, no, I think I'm going to stand by my decision. I think that, I think the 50 C-bills was probably more important than the 2 random bits of loot. Alright, so, let's, duel with this quarter armor, catapult with our PPC and lasers, and enough heat sinks to actually use them. Alright, ooh. That looked like it hit for a second.
Receiving you.
Decker? Yeah, it's Decker. How far can he jump? Can he get into some woods yet? Not quite. Oh, not sprint. Yeah, I don't want to quite put my back to that tank.
Heading out.
But I want that catapult in my front. I tend to always take loot. Just can't stand leaving things behind. Yeah, but you can't pay bills with the loot. So we kind of need a little bit of cash at least. In this case, yeah, 70% is worth building up some heat on that 4th laser. 5th, I guess. 4th and medium. There goes his leg.
Critical hit, Commander.
Alright, but that is our left flank occupied for this turn. So now they're... Or is he getting it? Is it his turn? No, it's still our turn. Cool. We've got a Panther and a tank over here. I bet we can kill the Panther or the tank in 1 turn. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kill the tank first so that we're not taking damage from him first thing next turn. And then the Panther's probably gonna take a turn or 2 to go down. So that'll be the plan. Yeah, that was definitely a waste of ammo. Sell the loot you don't want at a discount though. And also, it'd probably be like machine guns or something stupid. Although, in this case, I mean, that's what? LRM-15s and a PPC on the table? But, then again, I'm probably going to end up with those anyways. The Dugermon Panther. 60, 60, and 60. Alternately, we can forgo any kind of evasion, and it would be adding a medium laser at 50%. No, I think I want the evasion more. Can we get 2 evasion and still get the shot? It looks like we can. Yeah, I like that. And then we can also kind of sort of reinforce on the catapult side of things. Lore-wise, I'd be questioning these pirates having a catapult anyways. Yeah, especially out in the periphery. That's a heavy mech.
Tell me what to do.
This is mech still decent and still got full mechs. Yeah, that I am aware of. So, well, hopefully he doesn't tear into us too bad. I'm trying to remember, does the C1 has 15s or 20s? He hit with like 2 of them.
I'm showing minor damage.
Yeah, minor damage. Alright, here comes the Panther. Ooh. Yeah, that's smart. But I mean, I'm gonna get the pieces of mechs either way. So, I don't know. Ooh, is it worth the back shot? Can we get the back shot? How about if we jump? Oh, that's 5 evasion to boot. Heck yeah. And good odds. We're not getting the overheat warning, so yeah, let's do it. Boom! Left arm destroyed. Missed with like all the lasers though.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
Oh,
detected.
and we're also almost maxed out on our resolve, so
Waiting for orders.
maybe we can come over here and take out his other leg. That's his right leg. Okay, so we need to be over here to take care of that. 85s? 85s and 80, yeah.
Engaging jump jet.
I like those odds. That is precision strike on this guy. To the right leg at 18%. We also have vigilance, multi-target. We're gonna have to cool it just a bit. Alright, let's take out that leg. 18%, hopefully one of them hits at least. Nope. All torso hits, looks like.
Think I hit something good. Good to go.
Alright, so we've got Medusa and the Centurion with 2 lasers in the LRMs. We've
Waiting
got
for orders.
Glitch with 25 LRMs and a medium laser.
Receiving.
Medusa actually has more guns overall, I think. So, 75 and 35. 75, 55, and 70. Yeah, let's... Centurion dueling with a Panther should be pretty one-sided. And then we can have Glitch go in and try to finish off the catapult. And yeah, this thing is... Fire everything, no jump jets. Or do we finish off the Panther? That's a PPC that we could avoid getting hit with. What kind of shape is he in now? Still pretty tough. Mean debuff? What's a mean debuff? Is that over here? Inspired. What's a mean debuff? Is that because he's just like a jerk, or
Good to go.
is that like the mathematical mean, like the average? Also, yeah, there we go. Okay. That's 70s and 80s. Yeah, we'll take those odds. Oh, the enemy mech preview on top. But I mean... Okay, so... Where did it go? No, it's not there anymore. We could do another precision strike on that right leg and knock him down. 18%. Yeah, I mean, we're not using it for anything else.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Laser is way off. Bottom left, the icons. I saw that. That looked like the icons were affecting me.
They're coming around the side.
Bulwark, was he? And Dugum takes
Send
some
me a
shots
real
in the back. And now it's our turn.
Ready for
Alright,
orders.
Centurion with the lasers. 75 and 35. 75 and 55. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll kind of turn this away.
Moving out.
Alright, let's just lay into him with some missiles, hoping to hit something better. Heat sink is also not bad. I mean, he's not overheated. Oh, that was enough stability damage to knock him down. I wonder if the enemy mech goes on top, on the bottom left of that. Okay. Okay, so.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Which, over here. Okay, down here. Prone, shoddy, cover, forest. So how come earlier it was saying mean debuff? Like, I don't know. I'm a little confused, I guess.
What can I do for you?
But I appreciate the help, pointing things out for me like that.
Moving
But
out.
I'm too slow to figure out myself. Alright, let's finally finish off this friggin' Panther. Please and thank you. 15%, that's almost as good as spending CT, LT, LA destroyed, PPC crit. Nice. Alright, now with the PPC... Actually, we're running hot. We'll keep the PPC silent, and we'll shoot some lasers into his back at point-blank range.
Targeting rear armor.
Okay, there goes his torso. There goes some back armor.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Good to go.
Decker with the large laser and the 4 mediums. Trying to hit that right leg. That's not at all evasive. Can we still do this? Yes. Right, to be fair, most pointers for HBS are never indicated anywhere. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. Like, I was expecting just a little bit more of a tutorial. Alright. Come on, Decker. Let's get the precision strike. Let's take this guy out right here, right now. Can we afford to do this? Yeah, we can. It looked like at least 2 hit the leg. Not quite down, though.
Reporting critical hit.
Alright, what you got, Catapult? With your busted leg and busted arm.
We're getting outflanked.
Oh, a lot of that went internal. That's no
Reporting.
bueno.
Structural damage.
Alright,
Commander?
Glitch. How about some revenge? Actually, we still want to hit that right side, don't we? We come... Yeah, there we go.
Got it.
Trying to come around that right side and hit that right leg some more. Precision strike, right leg, 18%. Everything because you're running cool. There we go. Hopefully we just picked up a catapult part.
Mech destroyed.
Really? Enter doesn't work on that?
Mission successful.
Sweet. Alright. Well, that was not too bad, except for the back shots that we took on the Dugram. 500 XP. I thought that was a full skull mission, wasn't it? And we're about to have a Panther. We also got autocannon 5, a Sperry Browning machine gun. Okay, so we left the PPC and the LRMs on the table, so that does kind of stink. Not that I think I would have gotten them with more salvage anyways. I think the mean debuff shows up when mechs come in under armored. Okay. Lady Arana's contract to liberate Weldry is up for review. Is ready for review in the command center. We should follow up when you think you're ready.
Ready to fight.
9 hours are solid around mechs. Yeah, they're. It's a sniper. It's not fast. It's not tough, relatively speaking. So yeah, first things first, Dugram needs some fixins. That's gonna be 1 day. Okay, that's not too bad. 5,000 C-bills, we can afford that. That gives us 6 days to the financial report. Is there anything we want to do? I mean, we pull a heat sink off for some armor, maybe? Actually, that is actually exactly what I want to do with the Dugram. Oh, that's... well, never mind, that's going to be a day.
That work order you submitted is
Thank you.
complete.
I was worried it was going to keep going. Do not badmouth the Panther. I love him. I'm a fan of the Panther too. It's a light mech with a PPC. What's not to love? The only thing is that it's not a brawler. It's not a scout. You just have to play it correctly. I'm not saying it's bad. The contrary. I'm just saying it has its role. 2, 2. And we can actually go maybe even 3, 3, and 3. And still have half a ton almost. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I could make these buttons just a little bit bigger, you know? No. So I guess we just go full torso armor. Yeah. That way it hurts a little bit less if they get behind us. And that only costs 250 and doesn't take any time.
On it.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Panther best be called Panzerkampfwagen V5. That's armor something wagon camp. I don't speak that much German. Most of the German I know is Panzer. Panzer. Alright, so I think the Shadowhawk will be fine with 1 less heatsink, and I do feel like it needed that back armor in case we get into that kind of situation again. That said, the next contract is probably going to be a little bit tougher because... oh yeah, that's a 2 skull mission. What happened to the half skull mission that we had? Or the... There were 2 contracts on this planet. What happened to the other one? So we've got Weldry or Lynn Howie gone. That's the full name of the Panther tank. Okay. So I guess Kempf is like weapon or gun or something? Because I know it's an armor something wagon. Did we seriously lose out on a 500,000 C-bill contract by waiting 1 extra day though? That makes me kind of upset. Also, all of these are 2 skull missions. I don't know if we're ready for 2 skulls yet. Let me... Let me see what's on the star map first. Armored weapon vehicle. Okay, so yeah, I knew it was weapon or gun or something like that. Not to, like, say I know everything or anything, but... so wait. We're in Detroit. It's saying a half skull, but all of the missions here are 2 skull. We've been there. Alloway. We've been there, apparently. Or Queen... Tinkalunas. Okay, how about... Then Hawaiian. Guan. I don't know. Saying it's even more of a challenge than where we're at. I mean... Oh... Go to a different planet? Yeah, I'm looking at Appian with the 1 skull challenge rating, because this half skull planet that we're on is only giving us 2 skull contracts. So 17 days, 30,000 C-bills, that's a very cheap jump. 30,000, I'm used to it being like 1 million. Yeah, alright, let's go to Appian. And I don't think we need to do anything much while we're on the way.
I've got the financial report.
And that's gonna cost us 400,000. Okay, we're gonna go with normal morale. And we are also, I think, gonna put the spider into storage so that we're not paying on it. And the panther as well. Unless... I mean, the panther is cool and all, but would I trade it for the Vindicator or the Blackjack? I don't think so. Is it worth selling? What's this? Scrap for C-bills. How much would we get for that? $250,000. No. If we sell it, it would be the same amount, wouldn't it? Selling. Oh, we've got a locust we could sell. Oh, we have to put it in storage before we can sell it, it seems. Take all the weapons off when you put it in storage. It might be good to have another mech in case something bad happened. Yeah. Since now the spider doesn't have any jump jets or guns. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and keep the Panther active and ready and being paid monthly upkeeps just so that we can not have to wait to put the guns on it when we take it out of storage like we're gonna have to do the spider. However, this locust, I don't see us ever using that. So okay. Selling, yes, selling. Oh, cannot be purchased or sold while in transit. We have to hit the planet side. I see. Alright, well, let's get planet side. 8 more days. Hope we get a commando or fire starter so we can name it the Scope Dog. Always sell locust. Yeah. Oh boy. Medical expenses. Darius pulls up an inventory spreadsheet. We're running a little low on medical supplies. I mean, it's 20,000 C-bills. Let's gain the medical points. If someone gets hurt, we're going to be very happy for that. Because right now we're getting, what, like 1 medical point from basic. So, plus 2 medical points is going to mean we're healing 3 times faster. Alright, now we sell the locust. That is a pretty planet, though.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Selling locust. 163. Alright, so that's like half of our monthly expenses taken care of right there. Do we also have 3 autocannon 2s? I mean, they're better than they are in tabletop, but are they that much better? Considering that we also have 4 autocannon 5s, which, oh hell, those only sell for 5 and 10,000. That's really lame. Oh, we get terrible prices when we sell things. 1,000 C-bills for a machine gun ammo. Oh, that's pennies. That's pennies, I say. Alright, well, we should be ready to go on a contract. Yeah, no, I don't have the Argo yet. I went and liberated it. It took to the sky, but we don't have access to it. We're still on just the Leopard. Priority mission, that's, oh yeah, Weldry, 25 days away. Alright, let's start with the easy ones. We've got 9/10 of the law, which pays $500,000, which is our monthly expenses and then some. 315 maxed out, which we might be getting all of that. Forward base. Yeah, let's ooh. I mean 40,000, 100,000 versus 3 randomly chosen parts. I can't do it. I'm gonna have to go with the 1-3 split. I get the feeling I'm gonna do the 1-3 split. Yeah. 312 is better than 315. I feel like I'm gonna use that ratio for pretty much every contract for the duration of this playthrough. Alright, yeah. Same team as last time. Might even pull one of the heat sinks off the Centurion. It's running a bit colder than I feel like it needs to. I think during the whole duration of that whole fight it gained like that much heat. Yeah, for an extra, what was it, 100,000 C-bills for 3 randomly chosen parts. I'll take the money, thank you.
Command interface initiated.
Where is it? Okay. Oh, they want it intact.
Snow reminds me of my childhood.
You should have told me that before you dropped us here. Do we want... I mean... Lord, that is very far away. So, I mean, I feel like we're gonna probably come up this way. So it doesn't really matter so much which way we get started on. Follow... well, yeah, let's follow the road. I feel like the road might not be the safest, but, you know, it'll get us there.
Acknowledged.
Hope he doesn't have artillery. It's not like it's very dangerous. Oh. No, I don't have any artillery.
Waiting for orders.
You know that. You know the biggest gun I've got right now is a PPC. Smart Alec. Oh, my poor paint.
Move into position.
Alright, so we're still in sprint mode. We're not even close to getting there yet. Jeez. Such a long walk.
Got it.
No. What was it? Oh, we have contact. Looks like just one of them. Blackjack tends to run hot. Maybe we put him in some water. Yeah, I like that idea. Once we get into medium laser range, we'll be very glad we've got the extra cooling.
On my way. On it.
the LRM's on some high ground. You know how the song goes, it's a long way to Mukumbira? Mukumbira? I do not actually know how that song goes. Maybe after I stream we can get in the voice chat and you can sing it for me so I can figure out how it goes. Alright, so now would we actually be able to take that shot, or is it just messing with it? Well, I'll take woods over cooling any day. My famous singing voice, my dull accent blank voice. Alright, so we've got a Jenner and a fire starter. The Jenner is almost definitely the bigger threat. Those 4 medium lasers. Although, I mean, the flamers are probably not swell either. Build up a little bit of heat and just hope we get lucky. Oh! No, not so much. That was 30 points of damage. Well, that must have been the PPC because the laser only does 25. So I guess we did get lucky.
Good to go.
Decker? Yeah, Decker's my other jumper right now.
Good to go.
Alright, come on, controls.
I copy.
Flamers are dangerous meta weapons in HBS because their heat buildup is like 3 times worse than in tabletop, and they do damage like in tag-offs. Yeah, flamers are... I don't know, should I be going for the fire starter first? I feel like the Jenner has the SRMs and 4 lasers. The fire starter has what? 4 flamers and 2 lasers? I've already started on the Jenner. Got decent odds to hit it. So it is cover and shielded and everything.
Think I hit
Oh, and there's
good.
support weapons so they can melee and roast you. Right, I had forgotten that, so I appreciate you pointing that out.
Receiving you.
Let's drop some LRMs on them. $45 or $35. Ouch. It's probably because he's still super evasive. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess we'll keep the lasers silent and just drop some LRMs on him. There goes an arm, there's half of his lasers down. That actually makes him much less of a threat, in my opinion.
What can I do for you?
Come over here for the
On my
flanking
way.
shot. We got 85s there, we got 45s there, yeah. Let's hit the Jenner because we've already done some work
Here
there.
we go!
Clearing out that evasion. Nothing else in Jump jet's destroyed. Okay, okay.
Another hit like that and you're
He's normally a
toast.
7-11-5, so if we destroyed 2, he's a 7-11-3. He's still fast on the ground, but... Boop. Yep, he booped me. And now the fire starter. Oh, you jumped? If you're firing lasers and flamers, you're gonna be overheating like mad. I'll say that makes me glad that I haven't overheated the blackjack yet, because that would have really sucked. Oh, and a locust. I did not see him up there. Maybe for 50 more points of damage. Making me glad that I armored up the Dugram.
Ready for orders.
Alright, so we've got the Jenner there, we've got the fire starter here. 1555, 1555. Is it worth trying to disarm the fire starter first? Yeah, I think
Affirmative.
that's what we're gonna do. Locust versus Scope Dog. Money's on. Well, if it's the Scope Dog that I statted out, it's a 35 tonner. So my money's on that guy. If it's the 6 or was it 6 or 7 tons? I think it was 6. Then my money's on the Locust. And it was the 6-ton one that was closer to actual. That's one of his lasers and his flamer down.
Look at some
So
heavy
that's cool.
damage.
Yeah, the original specs on that thing was that it was a 6-ton
Commander.
proto-mech, which... Yeah, let's try and maybe stay away from him a bit. This rock has nowhere to go, and I don't have jump jets. That's kind of lame, actually. Could melee for 40, but we have that PPC and the laser. It's just so good. Yeah, let's fall back a bit and see if we
Engaging
can
jump jets.
spend a little bit of extra time to save ourselves a lot of trouble, is what I'm trying to do here. Like, I'll fall back gradually, and then take these guys out and then approach the base. If, you know, we don't just miss with literally everything. But for one Locust, we could outfit a whole company of armored troopers with scope dogs. Does the scope dog cost less than, what is it, like $1.5 million or $2 million for a Locust? Most of that's the engine.
Waiting for orders.
80%, 85 damage. Yeah, let's
You
go and maybe
betcha.
try to leg him or something. Because it's 85 damage all in one spot. Or one of his arms, I'll take that.
Want some more?
The implication in the show is that the scope dogs are mass produced so much because they are hilariously cheap to buy and produce. But I mean, still, even like 1 million of anything, I don't know. I feel like the same is true of the Locust. Like, it's insanely cheap. But yeah, it is. If it is 3 or 4 times the mass, then it would make sense for it to be 3 or 4 times more expensive, relatively speaking. 55 and 25. That's because of the minimum range, isn't it? 60, 55, and 40. 50s only. Okay. I'd really like to take the other arm off this fire starter. If I do that, all he's got is machine guns and I think 1 forward-facing flamer. Do we have... Yes, we do. Can we... That's 29%, that's 22%. He's got hopefully not enough armor to withstand a large laser.
I copy.
Ah, dang. I was really hoping to get that arm off.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Here comes the Jenner with his one arm. He missed? It looked like he missed. Alright, Jenner has 2 evasion, the Firestarter still has none. And that is really solid odds to hit the Firestarter. Yeah, I'm gonna try to disarm him again. Oh, now that we're out of the water, of course. There's the red torso. Okay, but that's not super helpful.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
I like how sprinting a distance with Lost has sort of like a horse leaping implication. And yeah, I do really like the way these mechs move.
Damage minimal.
Oh no. Oh, bother.
Warning. Heat exceeding recommended level.
Alright, yeah, I need to do something about that Firestarter. He's already caused me more heartache than the other two combined. 70s and 80s, we'll take that. Yeah, even crippled, he's a bastard for sure. Oh, why couldn't you put formers on like the Centurion? There we go. There we go.
Dang,
That's
you're dead.
one less thing to worry about. And the Jenner's already in pretty bad shape.
Standing by.
Let's see if we could. That's 26 and 40. I mean, we could go for the legs. $75.
Jumping.
Let's see, which leg was it? I wanted. Okay, that's his right leg that I wanted to hit with the large laser. Oh, we can't hit his right leg. Well, we can hit his left.
Affirmative.
Hope we can hit his left. Thank you. Oh, and this CTO. That's
Hostile
cool.
removed.
He'll let you in 3025. Hey, Suspicious Wizard, how's it going? Glad you can join us. Yeah, he did try to warn me of the Firestarter. And I thought I listened, but not enough.
Good to go.
Because apparently it's really bad. And so we only have
Moving out.
just the Locust left. But he is highly evasive right now. And we are way too close for those LRMs. But you know what? We have the ammo to spare, we've got the heat to spare. We'll take a shot, even if we hit with one. We hit with two! So that was worth it. And then hopefully all that's at the base is turrets, and we can sit back and snipe those with LRMs. Alright. Let us get our heat down. Okay. Yeah, glowing red hot. I do like that effect. One thing that I have to say about this game is that it is incredibly pretty. I love how this game looks. Alright, we'll shoot one medium laser.
Engaging target.
Not that he had any evasion to strip off, but it would have, you know, been my plan if he had.
Yes, Commander.
85, 65, 60. No, it's not worth jumping.
Location confirmed.
So he's got 15 on each leg. Hypothetically, we could get
Locking
lucky
in
and
all
just
weapons.
double leg him with medium lasers at this point.
Good work, Commander.
That works
Proceed
too.
to the next objective.
Alright, now, where was our objective? Oh yes, over here. Oh, man. Yeah, that fire
I
starter
read you, Commander.
just
Moving out.
completely bypasses armor. That doesn't... Like, I wasn't that hot, I didn't think. Like, yeah, I was getting close to my threshold, but... Alright, so reinforcements. Can we jump further than that? Yeah, we can. Alright, everyone regroup.
Copy that. On my way.
I don't know why I did that. I know it doesn't make a difference because there's no enemies right now, but... Yep. So wait, what is... Geothermal. Units passing through only sink half their normal heat. So yeah, we do not want to be on that hill. We certainly do not want to be sinking half of our heat. Follow this ridge line up here.
Position confirmed. Move order received.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Oh, where are they at? Oh, there they is. And it looks like there's two of them. Now, even though we have already taken some internal damage, it's not because we're low on armor. Now that our heat has had a chance to cool down, I'm feeling like we're in a pretty good position to be taking on, what is that, like, full commandos? Alright, let's start with this here PPC. We already at 2 stability damage. We barely got
Jump
attacked.
jets.
Can we afford to... Yeah, it's a half-strength commando. Medium laser might be the difference between taking some SRMs next turn or not. Or the PPC might be the difference between taking some SRMs next turn or not. Where's your Marauder 2? I wish.
What's up, boss?
God, if I had a Marauder 2 on this, for this battle, I would just be like, screw you guys, I'm killing you all.
Engaging jump jets.
Alright, so Locust, and yeah, we can more than 50-50
Firing all
with
weapons.
everything, and without overheating too bad. Okay, so that's 33%, so there
neutralized.
must be one more hiding around here somewhere.
Standing by.
Centurion, 3 evasion and indirect fire with 20 LRMs at 50-50. Not happy with it, but you know, it doesn't have jump jets, which I guess I really like in this game. I guess I really like it in the tabletop too. Just in this game, the terrain is so wild and varied and rough that it feels like the jump jets are just super useful.
I hear ya.
Okay, so we don't want to be there. We don't really want to be there. There's woods there. There's woods there? Okay. We could close in. But we don't really want to because we're an LRM boat. 60 and 70. That's not bad, but it's not evasive at all either. Or we could take cover 60% with the LRMs.
Don't need
Yeah,
to tell me
we'll
twice.
take cover. Lob some over the mountain. If the Vindicator is so good, why isn't there a Vindicator too? That man literally emerged from the woods and got melted instantly. Yeah, that Locust did not fare well.
Roger that. Firing on target.
And Mando went down quickly too. So that was worth it.
Should have run when
Now
you had the
there's one
chance.
left. It's just a matter of finding the little bastard.
Orders.
Yeah, let's go
Position
here.
confirmed.
Go here, I guess. Oh, we got something. Watch it be like a tank or some such. Oh, we can jump down here, I bet. Dangerous. Oh, a drop pod is inbound to this location. Does that mean there's gonna be more reinforcements?
Acknowledge.
Well, I guess they're going to drop in on top of me, because this is the way I'm going. Because jump jets for the win. Don't go there. Well, I went next to there. Is that as bad?
Moving out.
Did I do a bat? We'll get a chance to move again before they actually land. Yes? No? Maybe? We'll see. Oh, Panther. Alright, so PPC, some SRMs. Thank you for missing. All right,
Waiting on you, Commander.
Let's go ahead and get Decker out of there before those. Oh, that's a lot more red spots than there were before. There were like 2 or 3 before. Yeah, we can get 4 evasion. Can we get 4 evasion and some woods? Yeah. That's a weird formation for the drop pods to be in. Like, okay, stop that. Just, like, is all of this gonna be dropped on? Because that's kind of a lot of drop pods. Happens between turns. Okay. Well, so then I didn't necessarily have another move. I just lucked out, I guess.
Firing. Full complement on enemy.
Alright. So that's internal in a couple spots. Nice.
Ready for order.
Centurion with some LRMs. Yeah, let's 60% on the LRMs, so that's worth it. Considering that we still have 40 LRMs.
What can I do for you?
You can try not to overheat too badly for one thing. 80 and 85, I like it. And since I didn't jump, I should have the heat to spare for at least one or maybe both of these. Yeah.
All weapons.
Yeah, that is what this mech was designed to do. Get into like a medium range and just
Critical
unload.
damage detected.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And then you've got LRMs, so perhaps there. 90 and 40 versus 90 and 40. It does also kind of confuse me that the minimum range is just like an either yes or a no kind of thing, whereas in tabletop, the closer you get, the worse it becomes. So like being on the edge of minimum range isn't such a big deal in tabletop, but here it really is.
When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
Alright, and now he gets one more shot with that PPC, and maybe some SRMs. It looks like he's taking cover. Can you see me from there? No, you cannot. Yeah, we'll do it again.
Enemy mech destroyed. Mission
Alright.
successful.
That was... I was about to say that was easy money, but then I remembered that hard lesson that we learned about fire starters. That I learned about fire starters. So maybe not quite easy money, but it seems you also understand this vital lesson, yeah. Speaking of which, so that's 1,000 XP for everyone, which is cool. Ooh, that is a lot of parts. We could finish off a Locust. We could start getting Panther parts, or we could get the fire starter for ourselves. Yeah, that's gonna be parts, parts, parts. I'm thinking probably the fire starter, and how about a fire starter? And we also got a commando part, a Jenner part, and a Locust part. So that's cool. Flamer, LRM, medium laser, heatsink, we needed those, and some jump jets. So that's pretty dope. Alright, first things first, let's get our blackjack fixed up. That is 10,000 C-bills, not such a big deal. 4 days, kind of a big deal. I wish that hadn't happened. And it sucks that we can't be doing anything else, literally anything else. We just have to sit there and concentrate on getting that one mech fixed until it's done. Decker with multi-shot, or multi-target, was also going to get... We were going to get sensor lock with him, weren't we? And then... Well, for now, we can get some accuracy.
Mech warrior training complete.
What can I do for you?
And some accuracy.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Orders.
And some accuracy. Oh, we can get 2 accuracy. I must not have done this in too long.
Training complete. Mech warrior training
Alright,
complete.
so that's cool. Meanwhile...
I hear
can
you.
we... I don't know if I really need this guy. That's 20,000 a month I'm not spending, and I can't even rename him after any of you guys. Whereas... Well, none of these guys are... Well... Von Cobra.
Waiting for orders.
Already has multi-target. It's a little more expensive. Is there any way to tell whether I can rename someone before I hire them, or is it kind of a hire them and see? If Von Cobra can be renamed, if anyone knows one way or the other, please let me know. And if he can be renamed, if anyone would like to claim that slot, also let me know. The Kickstarter icon next to his name. So, oh, yes, I see. Okay, so that's 15 total points. That's, oh, this guy Tick.
Commander?
Slightly more expensive, but better stats. Where does it say the full name? 16 points. That's 11 points. That's 11 points. 11 points. 11 points. So all of these guys have 11 stat points except for Tick. Would anybody like to claim Tick? Okay, is there a separate icon for Ronin? Because I don't see any other icons. So we've got a Periphery Commoner, Gang Enforcer with Bulwark. Enlisted Navy Recruit, Tinker. Tech Expert, okay. Hoser wants to be Tick. Yeah, okay. For 50,000, done and done. Alright, going once, going twice. And I know there's a delay, so I'm going to give you just a second. Alright, and done.
New mech warriors available.
Alright, so barracks, mech warriors. Yeah. T-Bone, we don't really need you anymore.
Yeah, Commander.
Tick. Customize. That's gonna be Hoser, I presume. That's gonna be Fred Jones, I presume. Same as been hard into a new game of this or something else. Is Hoser a they? I assume a he. Hoser and Fred Jones is great. They are billions. That's like a planet building game of some kind. I think I've heard of it. We can, I guess, try to work out the portrait now, or if you want to just tell me what the settings you want, or something between this stream and the next. Hordes of Zombies Survival, RTS. Okay, so not building, killing.
Orders?
Okay, well, I don't want to spend too much time on this right now, but get with me on the Discord. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Alright. So that is Gunnery 3, Piloting 4, Guts 6, and Tactics 3. Wait, why does it say? Oh, that's me. Tactics 2.
Good to go.
Wait, oh, because I was looking for
Waiting
Tick
for
still.
orders.
It's Hoser now. You know what? I'm just... Is there... Okay, how do I just pick a whole new face? Makeup, tattoo, scar, hairstyle. Alright, I will... Hundreds of thousands of units on the map and runs fine. Like more than 4 sprites on the screen. It's amazing. Alright, so we've got Hoser, who is currently got the appearance of a, you know, scarred black woman. But we'll roll with that for now. Meantime, we are waiting on the Blackjack from its overheating situation. We've got Stop the Signal for Salvage, 3 out of 15 versus Last Max Standing, which pays $500,000. I mean, we could just go for the cash on this one. Or we could go for the salvage. Let's go for the salvage. And honestly, how much is that? for 35,000. We'll take the parts. In this case, it does seem like it is worth it. Alright, so, that is 16 points. That's 19 there. That's 19 there. You can't have my spot. And that is 19 there. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait before we do that. I forgot. 4 days. Because of a stupid fire starter and a stupid flamers. Considering working for Capellan's disgusting. Good thing they actually pay you. Yeah, it would be really, really nasty of them not to. I was gonna drop a swear, but I decided against. No, not the hiring hall, not the store. I want contracts. And that was stop the signal. Negotiate. Alright, so all of our NPC pilots have 19 points. So we're bringing our point total back just a little bit to 16. But which mech do you want? I'm guessing the Dugram, bigger is better. So we're gonna put Hoser with, that's Bulwark, right? Hoser with Bulwark and the Dugram. And I guess Glitch instead of... Glitch instead of Decker in the Vindicator. Yeah, alright, let's rock with that. We'll give it a try and see how it goes. Hopefully nobody dies, because that is always a thing that can happen. Just remembered over here by the mouse pad, in case anyone was wondering what I think a quick draw should look like. This is that head. I don't know if you can see that. That head is clearly round. It is not a square-shaped head like we saw in the graphics. That is my main problem with the way it looks in this game. And yes, that is a single sheet because my 3025 readout has no spine. Hasn't had a spine for many years. Old man screams at Cloud. Yes, that is me. Move to the base and start knocking down those buildings. Beware of the base defenses. It's a critical facility for Liao, so there may be additional patrols in the area. Read will be. But yeah, I had that in case we saw another quick draw today, and I guess whether we did or not, I was gonna do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and sprint over here. We're gonna have to climb this rock at some point, so I might as well do it while there's no enemies around.
On my way. Don't need to tell me twice.
Location confirmed.
Mine is in the same state. Spineless? Yeah. Like literally. I do actually have the whole book here, but it genuinely does not matter which end you hold it from. You can flip through it in either way. Oh. I was wondering what was going on. I was like, what are we zooming towards? And then I realized it was because my cursor was on the edge of the screen.
What's up, boss?
Easy way. There we go. Wow, this is actually a big old map. I did not realize. So, we've got... Oh wow, this is actually kind of a big map. Because I was not paying attention when it all scrolled past the screen earlier.
On my way. Bandits.
So some of those are going to be turrets, I'm sure.
On On my way.
Yeah, it looks a little choppy where I'm watching it too. Honestly, I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I guess it's coming and going. Wait, what just happened?
Damage minimal.
Oh, we took a shot. We took a shot too. It looks like the left torso. We took a shot from a commando. That is a 1B with the large laser.
Waiting for orders.
Let's see. Who's got the
Standing by.
PPC? I got the PPC. Alright. Yeah, let's see if we can maybe one-shot this guy. 50 and 50. Oh, because he's so evasive.
Standing by. Copy that.
Hey, the Comstar bill is paid, otherwise we wouldn't be streaming at all. Alright, I knew that wasn't gonna hit. I was mainly just trying to get his evasion off.
Commander?
Let's... I don't know, I mean, mine's looking pretty okay right now. So maybe it is on your end.
Locking on.
1, 2, that's fine.
Good to go.
Glitch. 80s and 70, yeah, that's worth taking. Alright, eat lead, sucker. Or laser, or... no. Ooh. I
Should have run when
thought
you
he was
had
going
the
to take
chance.
just a little bit more than that because everybody missed the first time around. Okay, well, I'm glad everyone else is doing better. I don't know what would have caused such a temporary lapse. I see shuddering. Who's moving? Oh, there's a locust over here trying to flank me. And succeeding. Bastard. Alright, so I was gonna try to carry on over here because there was... I thought there was another blip over here. I thought there was a turret that I saw. I guess the turrets are all up here. Okay, we're 50% done with the garrison, so it looks like that locust is all there is left.
Ready for orders.
Alright.
Move order received.
Soviet invasion. I mean, I hope that's not something I have to worry about in this part of the world. 60, 40, 55. Oh, that's his left torso down, and his center torso down as well. Wow, one shot, one kill.
Tango down.
He came out and he said, I'm gonna shoot some missiles at you, and I said, I'm gonna do more than that.
I hear ya.
Alright, so all that's left is the turrets, and those are, like, way the heck up here.
On my way.
Can we shoot through that wall? Or are we shooting at the wall? Large building, medium reinforced building. Right? Sure, let's shoot at a building. Take down that wall.
Target building destroyed.
Good to go.
I mean, that still doesn't give us LOS on that turret, I don't believe. Okay. 80% with all the LRMs. Yeah.
Happy.
Enemy structure damaged, Commander.
Not quite dead, but working on it. Alright, yeah, let's see if we can knock out this turret. Light laser turret with 2 medium lasers and 2 machine guns. 97. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take the insurance. Might have been excessive. Do you think in the far future of 3025 they ever solved the D.B. Cooper case?
Waiting on you, Commander.
Possibly. I mean, if they haven't already, I've heard multiple theories about what happened, but I mean, who's to say someone hasn't already found his, you know, stash of money and just, you know, quietly deposited it into a bank account without telling anyone?
Enemy structure eliminated.
These are HBS turret, not RogueTech turrets. What's the difference? Are RogueTech turrets significantly tougher? Significantly meaner? Something like that? RogueTech.
Yes, Commander. Moving out.
Yeah, Commander.
Saying that gives me PTSD. RogueTech turrets are brutal. Okay, so this is easy mode, is what I'm hearing.
Warning. Enemy
Looks like only-
reinforcements detected.
Be careful not to get caught in an ambush. Okay, so I see another turret up here, but I don't have LOS on it.
Yeah?
Every turn you don't fire at a RogueTech turret, it magically grows another LRM. Oof. I hope that's an exaggeration and not like for real, because that could get brutal really fast.
Orders?
Okay, here we've got LOS on something, I think this guy. But it's okay because we've got LRMs. It has 97, we're doing 40, 40, and 20. We need to hit with literally everything, and I don't think we're going to. That's 80%. Nope, we missed with 2 of them. At least. Something like that.
What can I do for you?
Can Glitch get a shot and finish it off? Yes, we
I
can.
read you, Commander. Moving out.
Alright. Large laser, 90%. Should be more than enough. Sweet.
Bang! You're dead!
They still have reinforcements on the way.
Yep.
Oof, Deucey, you're so slow. And I don't mean like intellectually, I mean your mech is just slow. Oh, I need to get jump jets on that thing. Need to get jump jets on everything. And endo steel, and double heat sinks, and all the tech.
Good to go.
Okay, so that is, yes, that's geothermal. We don't want to go there.
You betcha.
They did a really good job of making this fort hard to get to. Oh, that's a lot of pink lines. Let's see. Okay, here we've only got eyes on one turret, at least. So we won't take too much return fire. I love how turrets and vehicles fall apart like the car in Blues Brother. Just bloop. And yes, that's the sound that the car in Blues Brothers made. It went bloop. So saith I.
All weapons committed.
It just kind of sits there, holds together for a second, and then it just like critically stops working.
Receiving you.
Haven't run a jump jet mech in forever. Don't have any use. What do you mean you don't have any use for jump jets? Like, they're amazing. They're great. They're so useful in almost every situation except flat open ground. They're good for evasion. They're good for maneuverability. They're good for surprise attacks. Jump jets are so good. I don't care what anyone says. Is that seriously as far as we can go? And also, what have we got? Oh, we could love some LRMs way up in the air for that. Yeah, we are gonna lob 20 LRMs at that thing. Do we need 40? Yeah, we do need to fire both.
Attacking from position.
That should be 2 out of 4 destroyed. Yes.
Done. What's next?
I mean, from what I'm seeing, all the maps here have just been very mountainous.
Waiting on you,
and
Commander.
I can't, like, look at this. I can go like 3 hexes, or I can get all the way up here. Like, how is that not a huge advantage in anybody's book? And also, is there just that one turret, it looks like.
Taking the high road.
And we've got enough medium lasers, we should be able to one-shot it, I think. Oh, but they're not in range? Well, at least that means we're not in range of it.
Delivery.
Engaging jump jets.
Alright, let's take out this turret quick, fast, and in a hurry so that it doesn't get a chance to shoot at us. Oof. Let's see, it has 57. We could hit with the PPC and either laser, or we could turn the PPC off and try to hit with all 3 lasers. 90%? We'll do that. Yep. Stationary targets are easy to hit.
Target destroyed.
It hits to hit chance so much. Too much heat. You're also in cold mountain terrain. Yeah, but I'm not saying that you have to jump every turn, but being able to jump every other turn or every third turn could get you in a much better position. Like, you could go over the mountain and then run through a fairly clear open area and then jump over another mountain, and you'll have made up like a difference of, you know, I don't know how many turns over someone who didn't have jump jets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Those are a lot of weapons you don't have. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just dreaming. Those are all modded weapons.
Got it.
Now, see, that building decided to go down in pieces. It wasn't like the Blues Brothers car and the turrets, where it holds together perfectly fine until it loses that last hit point, and then it just... And we've got... I'm guessing a couple of mechs, because it would be foolish not to assume that. Let's
Ready for orders.
those rocks. That wouldn't be a problem if we had jump jets on this thing. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and lead this charge. Let's see what we've got over here. Put myself in danger. Do a little recon. It doesn't start until I get there. Well, apologies, but I didn't see that until I'd already committed to this maneuver. And hopefully
Engaging target.
we can have you join in the fight and end it real quick. And he is too evasive.
No damage detected.
Orders?
Alright, do you really want to
Waiting
jump in
for
next, or
orders.
do you want someone else to try to strip the evasion out of that thing? Because I'm thinking... evasion. Oh, 40% on the LRMs. Yeah, that's a good time to... When he's evasive is a good time to take the low likelihood shots, I think. Stop it a little bit.
Ready for orders. Position confirmed.
Put some indirect fire down on this guy at 45%, so that should be, what, 9 out of 20, so...
I copy.
Okay, he's unsteady. Sorry, I don't need to be doing the math in my head right now.
What can I do for ya?
That's what I've got a computer for. Actually, kind of in range.
Soar!
I was not expecting a 70% to hit at this distance.
Got it.
There goes his large laser, so he is now much less of a threat. That was just about half of his
critical
potential
hit.
damage output already. Oh, and he's going through the rocks. Does that mean he's going to be unsteady? And, oh, another commando. I didn't even see the laser beams. That must have been a bad shot. Alright, and how evasive are they? They are... Well, this guy's kind of evasive, but this guy's not at all, which kind of puts him in a bad spot.
Receiving you.
I mean, I don't want to put you in the rocks, but it's kind of the only place where you're even slightly evasive and still have a shot.
Moving to position.
Alright, let's see if we can get you this kill. 60 and 70. He's already hurt. Miss with the laser. Bunch of missiles hit. That is a kill. Way to go, Hoser. Good
Yeah,
job,
deal.
bro. I know you said the fight doesn't start until you get there, but it's more like the fight doesn't end.
I hear ya.
Well, what? Alright, now we can start stripping some evasion off of this guy.
Got it.
And I find myself falling into the habit that everyone else uses the term stripping evasion off, and it just I don't know, it feels kind of overused. I'm gonna try to
Got it.
limit that a little bit. Oh, that's his large laser out of action.
There's more where that came from.
Alright, Medusa, have we got a line of... We've actually got a decent shot, 45% with the laser. And 60 with the LRMs. Alright, well, we've still got the PPC. And very good odds to hit with it. One thing always kind of trips me out about the way damage transfers in a mech is that, like, for example, I've had a mech who kicked another mech. He critted his foot, critted his hip, destroyed the leg, and then critted the engine. It's like, what kind of kick starts at the foot and works its way up to the engine? But that's just how the rules play out sometimes. It's been a hell of a kick.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright, so that is it for the bad guys. Now we just have to finish destroying these buildings.
Coordinates received.
I mean, if it'll let me... Wait, what?
Coordinates received.
Enemy contact where? Turret? No. We don't have an objective for anything.
Confirmed.
I mean, is it counting the buildings as enemy contact? Were we out of contact with the buildings?
What can I do for you?
I mean, we've got this building, we've got this building.
Affirmative.
Where? Dang it, I need a mini-map. I know I've said it before, and I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me bellyache about it. That's a tree, that's not a turret. Oh, I guess we're still in sprint mode. I didn't realize. I thought when we had enemy contacts we would come out of sprint mode, but...
Engaging jump jets.
Standing by.
Is there like a front door to this place? How do we get in here? Screw it, we'll hang out in the woods. Wait for them to come
Move
to
into
us.
position.
LOS on the building. Up into the center of the map. Zoom out, that's your mini-map. I mean, it's not mini enough, nor is it map enough.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Let me just hop down off of this building so I don't fall when it comes down.
Engaging jump jets.
$150, we're doing 125 on a good day.
Engaging target.
So that someone's gonna have to multi-target that and finish it off.
Commander.
Taking the shot.
Composer gets the kill on the building as well.
Good to go.
Good to go.
Alright, not quite what I was trying to do, but you know what? It works.
On it. Engaging target.
That's not quite gonna do it. No.
Waiting for orders. Moving out. Tell me what you see.
Time to bug out.
That should be all the objectives. That should be evac, yes?
Payday.
Yeah. Green light to land immediately.
Mission
Mission
successful.
successful. Continue. Oof. Oh. I don't know if y'all heard that. 25% bonus, 10% bonus, 10% bonus, 21,000 and change. Okay, well. And we're gonna have a lot of commando parts after this. Yep. So that's a commando 1B part. I mean, I'd rather have, oh, large laser maybe? 140. That's 630. That's an easy call. Yep, I think that's just gonna be parts, and parts of a 1B. And then we're gonna sell it. And parts of a locust and a large laser. And some ammo and some medium lasers. And we're probably gonna get to a point before too long where we just have so many medium lasers that we can just sell them off en masse. Forging an alliance with a faction has its own downsides. Downside, that faction's enemies become your
The mech
enemies.
you wanted is back online.
Achievement unlocked. Give me the goods and work is steady. Alright, cool. Alright, so yes, Mech Bay. Commando. We can send to storage. Panther we're holding on to. Store so we can sell it. Oh, is it the same price to scrap it as it is to sell it? Because I don't want to be wasting time on this if I don't have to. Oh, the scope dog. Do you want me to hold on to it in storage just for you? I mean, that's 200,000. It's like we're not critically in need of that money right now. But as long as we have one light, we can go ahead and sell the spider. That's a big old engine that's worth lots of money. Yeah, we're up to 17 medium lasers. Can we sell, like, I don't know, 10 of them and be okay? Yeah, I think we'll be alright. Save it for a fire starter. I mean, how many parts do I already have on the way to a fire starter? I wonder. Components. Storage. Ah, yes. Catapult, Quick Draw, Griffin, Shadowhawk, Wolverine. Cicada, fire starter. Yeah, we've got 3/4 of a fire starter 9H. We've got 3/4 of a Jenner, 3/4 of a 2D, half of a 1B. Wait. How do we have 1/4 of a 1B over here and 2 parts of a 1B over here? And those aren't the same mech. Why are they not stacked? Seems weird. Best weapon in the game. Yeah, but do I need 17 of them? It seems excessive. No mech has that many hardpoints. Alright, no damage to speak of. Can we? Yes, we can do that. Cool. Actually, kind of like to sort these by weight here real quick. There, that works for me. What other components do we have a ton of? LRM5s, we've got a handful. Machine guns, we've got one PPC, one small laser, some SRM2s, some SRM6s. Not enough that I'm really concerned about like running out of storage space or anything. I know that's not a thing here, but have we now got enough?
Orders?
To
Good to go.
spend? Probably not. Really
Commander?
spent a good amount not
Waiting
too
for
long ago. Yeah, nobody's got enough. Oh, 2 parts of a and a full 1B. Is that what happened? I thought I was just looking at the parts. Okay, yeah. But we wanted to hold on to that until we got the fire starter completed for you. So that we can have a scope dog on the roster. Is there anything else I need to do before we get into our next mission? And speaking of which, it is, I'm showing 8 o'clock on the nose. So this is where I'm going to be pulling up the options menu and saving. We have a scope dog is the name of this save file. Armored Troopa. Alright, so it's been a lot of fun having you guys here. I've been enjoying rather a lot playing this game. I feel like I'm struggling a little bit less with some of the more different aspects of it. But yeah, as always, like, comment, follow, subscribe. Thanks for watching. And I forgot again to shout out It's Always Been Fumbles, but this time I'm just going to do it at the end. We do have a new follow on Twitch, It's Always Been Fumbles. If you're watching this, do feel free to join the Discord, link in bio, all that. Everyone have a good night, and we will see y'all next week.